All right, on the road again today. Was thinking of something I've kind of picked up using the pedal a bit more with Open Pilot here on the Chevy Bolt, and I thought I would point it out to others. So I'm coming up to a town here where I know the speed's going to reduce, and I mentioned before most of the cruise control buttons here will potentially cause an alarm. Actually, that's not true. I don't know that any of these buttons will cause an alarm. The region on demand will, or the brake. But knowing that speed will reduce ahead, the minus or plus will reduce or increase the speed in increments of 5 miles per hour. And it's interesting because as soon as you hit one, it re-engages cruise control. You know, it's doing the resume type functionality here. But normally on the Bolt, these are only 1 mile per hour increments. So I've kind of adapted and figured out how to pretty quickly adjust to some of these settings. I'll show you a pretty decent corner here, assuming it stays in my lane. It is. And the Bolt self-steering through this corner very smoothly. And then again, our speed's going to drop up here, so as soon as we get to the lower speed limit, I will start to reduce. But I can reduce by 5s here, and what I found is if you just, you know, I've got the set right now at 65. Assuming the speed limit's going to drop to about 50, I can hit the minus 3 times to bring the max on Open Pilot down to 55, and then I can hit the cruise cancel again quickly, which will actually then honor that, because when I hit 3 times, it's going to engage the cruise control where I'm at on the Bolt, and then it's going to drop at 3 miles per hour as I hit the minuses. So that is not where I want to be, just 3 miles per hour. But as I'm hitting these, Open Pilot's detecting each of those at a 5 mile interval. I'm going to go ahead and, well, it's still 65. Hang out just a little bit longer. You can see the pedals working perfectly, slowing down, speeding up with traffic. Coming into Mankato, Minnesota here. If anybody's familiar with the area or driven on 169, that is the highway I am on. And yeah, it should drop to either 50 or 55 up ahead. So hanging out. Sorry for the dead air. The other thing is, I've noticed if you're at a yeah, here we go, down to 50. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop this 65 to 50's 3 presses, right? 1, 2, 3, and the cruise cancel. You can see my set point is now at 50, and with the cruise back off but still enabled, the Eon is taking me down to that 50 mile an hour set point. Also still honoring the pedal safe distance with the vehicle in front, so it could be lower than 50. Yeah, we're at 47, 48, gonna speed back up a little bit here. So it's working great. Again, you can see I'm in D drive. I mean, I can take this down to 25 miles an hour and it's pretty smooth. The braking's not incredibly aggressive, or I guess I should say the regen is not incredibly aggressive, but I don't know that I would trust it to bring me to a stop right now. I've let it go a couple times and it's been all right. But yeah, probably not the greatest trust level on that right now. So as soon as I get out of this speed zone, which I probably won't keep recording till then because it's going to be a little while, I'm going through Mankato, I will probably first press set because I want it to start at 50 miles an hour. If I hit resume wherever the bolt last knew about the cruise control speed at, it would go to that speed. So just a tip I'd recommend for anybody using the pedal. Here's a little bit of a windy turn. I'm gonna help the steering wheel. But anybody using the pedal, I would recommend before hitting the plus to probably hit set and let the bolt engage cruise control where you're at, then add your 5 mile per hour increments to set it to the max set speed you want to go to, and then hit the cruise cancel to disable the bolt cruise control and allow the Eon to control the speed again. Here's another pretty significant curve. I'm prepared to help it, and I will, because otherwise it can get a little jerky on some of these sharper curves. But earlier today I was down on I-90, which is a very straight interstate. I think I went almost 50 miles without touching the wheel or the pedal. Here's more of a normal curve you'll see that the bolt does just fine on. And yeah, and I'm not going to see the greater speeds till later, but that's a tip I have, is just consider as you're pressing either of these buttons, it's going to re-engage the bolt cruise control. So rather than have it remember where it was, you may want to start with set, even if you're not wanting to reduce the speed, and then use the plus or minus to go to the speed you want for max on the Eon. And I think that'll work out well for you. So it's just kind of an extra step. It's kind of like programming in what you want and hitting cancel to have it honor it. So that's probably it for now. Maybe something else later if I think of it, but had a good drive today so far. Nice day for a drive. Thanks for watching.